I should be streaming more often, so I'm gonna make a stream today here. I have a I have an idea for a map. I'm making a lot of maps. I really need to actually release them, publish them. Some really neat mini games I made recently. I'm planning on doing some more complex stuff soon, some more single player oriented maps. And one of the things I'm interested is pitting various mobs against each other, mob battles, stuff like that. The problem is that I can't. There's no tags in the game for hostility, so I'm currently trying to figure out how exactly mob attention works. So, for instance, if one of these skeletons shoot each other, they'll become mad and they'll attack the other skeleton. Uh, and I believe that's the same with other mobs too. We can actually go ahead and test that right now. So this video is mostly going to be about testing. So if any map makers are like to watch, all right, come on, hit the zombie, please. Hit the zombie. There we go. So yeah, you see now the zombie is mad at the skeleton. So zombie goes over to the skeleton. The zombie whacks the skeleton. Now the skeleton's mad at the zombie, which is interesting, mind you. Now what I'm wondering is, what if I clone this zombie? And I don't mean in terms of spawning another zombie. I mean all of his data, like his UUID. Does that change anything? This might be so. What I'm wondering is hostility based off UUID? Alright, so we got a zombie right here. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, this is not a good weapon right here. Go ahead. Yeah, so this is my main test world, by the way. I plan on releasing a version of this soon. I also use it for map making and whatnot. Let's go ahead and just limit it to one skeleton for now. Alright. So if I go ahead and spawn another zombie right here, data get zombie entity. At E type equals zombie, limit equals 1, sort equals nearest. Okay. So this gets the data for the zombie right here. So what we gotta do is we gotta do two things here to test this. First, we've gotta transfer the UUID data from the zombie to that zombie. I don't know if you can do that. We're gonna try. So first, we've got to figure out the path for his UUID right here. So zombie. Modifiers. So this is basically his UUID for his modifiers. I need to find the actual entity UUID. Basically, that's the ID for the entity. Okay, yeah. So I think it's just UUID most. ID most. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so that's actually really easy to transfer. There's also a lease tag. And these are the two identifiers for the zombie. So what I can do is I can data merge right here. See if this works. We're going to go ahead... Data merge. What is it? Data modify. Sorry, modify. Alright. We're going to go ahead and merge that with from entity. These should be the only two zombies in the world, so this should work just fine. Type. Oh, actually, we can set up some limits here. Type equals zombie. Limit equals 1. Sort equals furthest. Distance. I'm going to set a limit of the distance up to 50. Right. So that should have modified his... Oh, great. I don't know what zombie... Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to stay close to this zombie. We're going to go modify his most tag. Okay. So now we should... If we check the data for the zombie right here, you see that's his UUID least... Okay, so it doesn't look like I can modify their... UUID data. I could be wrong about that. Oh, I know why. Yeah, okay. So I think I didn't input the path correctly. And that's the problem. Let's try this again. See if this works. Alright. Because if this doesn't work, then we can test this using a different method. Alright. So now let's get the data of this guy, get the data of this guy. Yeah, so it doesn't look like I can modify that data, which is weird, even though it says that the entity data is modified. You know what's probably happening with the game is that when you try to modify the data, it freaks out because basically the way it decides who to modify the data for is based off that UUID. So I'm technically trying to modify. Yeah, it gets weird. Now, what we might be able to do is there might be, so when mobs attack each other, here's another possibility. What if we could summon an arrow from this particular skeleton? I'm not sure if that's possible. Let's see. So if we can grab the data for the arrow, entity at e type equals arrow, what equals 1, sort equals nearest. All right, cool. So if we go into survival here, and the skeleton shoots at us, and we type this command, great, I didn't get it. There we go. All right, so yeah, we can actually see now, right here, that for this arrow we have an owner UUID, and what we might be able to do is actually first let me check if this tag is nested in anything or if it's just a general tag. Oh, owner UUID at least. All right, so let's go ahead and do this again. Come here. Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's like 90% of my problem. Something spelled wrong. All right. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like the tag isn't nested in anything, which makes my life a lot easier. It's actually kind of hard to get data for arrows, because I guess we could probably figure out some way to suspend arrows, but I'm not going to put in the effort right now. Not yet, at least. All right, so basically the goal by the end of this episode, by the way, and for those of you map makers watching, if you want to use this, basically I want to make it so that any mob in the game can be hostile towards any other mob in the game and go and attack them. That is the end goal here. I'm not sure if that's possible. Once again, it looks like the data for what mob is mad at what. Okay, so here's a test we can do. I wonder if it is some sort of data tag. Well, first I want to copy this command because this is actually a useful command. But what we can do is we can make these two mobs hostile at each other. Come on. Come on. Save the game. And come back and see if they're still hostile towards each other. Because I'm wondering if it's like some sort of temporary data. Yeah, okay. Look, look, look. He attacked you. Go for the skeleton. Alright, whatever. Looks like we need to spawn a new set because I attacked the zombie. So now he's mad at me. Alright, survival. Alright, so let's go ahead. Shoot this guy, please. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so now the zombie's mad at the skeleton. Zombie's going to attack the skeleton. Skeleton's going to be mad at the zombie now. Alright, now we're going to save. And we're going to reload. Oh yeah, here's some of the maps that I've been working on, by the way. Now we're going to reload. They're no longer mad at each other. So it is not saved in their entity data, just to confirm. I should have done that test at first. But that's really interesting. So that means that if you make a map off this concept, like I want to do, it's one of the next maps I want to make is sort of like a mob arena game where you upgrade your mob and have it fight like one or several other mobs. Maybe even have a team. I'm not sure yet. But you can't save and quit in the middle of a battle. Because if you save and quit in the middle of a battle, they're no longer going to be mad at each other. So you'd have to set like a time limit on a battle or something like that, just in case. But anyway, so we can't make mobs hostile to each other using just plain old entity data. But what I'm wondering is, what if we summoned an arrow with the tag of the skeleton right here? And oh wait, if I do the arrow command, by the way. Okay, yeah, so that's interesting. So I can get the data of this arrow, which is kind of cool. But what if, go ahead, so let's just see if this will work, first of all. Execute at e type equals zombie. Let's go ahead, run summon arrow tilde tilde 1 tilde. All right, so what this is going to do is this should summon a arrow above this zombie, or any zombie in the map. Oh, come on. Okay, well, let's summon it right on him then. Also, I need this facing another direction, but that's okay. Okay, so I think I need to change some data of this arrow. Let me go I'm using MC Stacker right now. I don't have it pulled up on the screen, but basically it's a tool that allows me to summon particular entities. All right, we're gonna summon an arrow, and its damage is just gonna be like 1. I don't think that's much, but oh well. All right. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and do this. Because if it's as simple as just summoning an arrow and transferring the data of one entity, that should be fine. All right, so far it's not working though. So we're going to do a few other things. We're first going to add a tag that's going to be test. And I want to summon the arrow relative up like 2 blocks. And I want it to have some downward motion. That way, ooh, there's going to be a lot of downward motion. If I can. Oh, okay, you just need to alter all motion tags. Okay, cool. All right, so what we're going to do is this time we're going to... So the other issue is apparently I can't summon an arrow that actually does damage to entities, so I'm trying to figure out the problem with that. So we're going to have an arrow right here with some velocity and damage to see if one of those two is our key to solving this equation. All right, so far it's not actually damaging the zombie, which is strange. You know what it probably is that it doesn't have an owner right now, and as a result, it doesn't know what to do about that. What if I execute this at a player instead of a zombie? Will it work then? No, that's strange. Alright. So what's different about... Oh, I guess I can't test entity data of arrows right now. Yes, so that's weird, because currently it's not damaging me. Yeah, so let's just get the data of an arrow that the skeleton's going to shoot here. Type equals arrow. Alright. Data get at entity at e type equals arrow. I'm still getting used to the new Minecraft commands, by the way. But it is really neat what you can do with it. Equals 1. Alright, let's see what's different about this arrow. Oh, it might be missing. Okay, come on. Okay, good. Alright, so pickup might be something important. I doubt it though. Damage is actually really high. I thought damage would just be a smaller tag. Or sorry, damage is really low. That's what I meant. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I think that this owner might be the key to this. So first of all, let's try to increase the damage a little bit here, just to see if that's it. I doubt it is though. Yeah, okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do some basic command work right here. We're gonna snag some data. All right. So what we're going to do is execute at e type equals arrow, run data, modify entity at e type equals arrow, limit equals 1, sort equals nearest, owner UID least. And we're going to need 2 of these commands, one for the UUID least, one for the UID most. From entity at e type equals skeleton distance. Oh, sorry, distance doesn't matter. Limit equals 1. Sort equals furthest. It doesn't really matter, right? But we need to go UID least, I believe is what I put in this command. Yeah, so we're going to test this out. And what this should do, if I'm not mistaken, is basically pull the owner data from the skeleton onto any arrows we have. So if we summon an arrow for it, so let's actually try this just in survival. See if it hurts us, first of all. Come on. right, so these arrows aren't hurting us, which is just absurdly strange. Let's go ahead and grab the data for these arrows, see what's weird about them. They don't have an owner UUID, which is not good. They were supposed to. Modify the data, the arrow. Owner UUID least. Yeah, because you see these arrows, they don't actually contain data of the skeleton. Let me try to test on some of these other arrows here. Now, if we go over to, so this is an arrow actually shot by the skeleton. Oh, that's strange. I think once it enters the block, it changes. Great, this is getting interesting. This is getting really interesting. Okay. Because I need to figure out, first of all right, so here's what we're going to do. Entity, e type equals arrow, limit equals 1. And this should be tracking an output. All right. So let's go ahead and kill e type equals arrow. We're actually going to smack this skeleton goodbye, so that way there's no more arrows in the world. All right, now when we summon this, okay, very good. We actually do need a skeleton in the world. That way we can actually have something to pull the data from. Okay. Now please don't burn to death. All right, so we're still not getting hit by the arrow, which is kind of important. We need to be able to get hit by the arrow. Okay, so we have positions, UUIDs. It did not give them an owner UUID. So let's go ahead and once again, sort equals nearest. Grab some arrow data. No, that's not correct. We can tell because of the tag test. That was for the other arrow. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, owner UUID most, owner UUID least. All right, owner UUID most. Which is strange, because it doesn't look like you can modify this, which doesn't make any sense to me. Can I summon an arrow with this tag? Okay, I need the skeleton to shoot an arrow into the ground. All right, shoot an arrow into the ground, please. Thank you. Get data of this this arrow. All right. Yeah, you see, it still has the owner tag. It still has the owner tag, so it actually doesn't matter if it goes into the ground. It should have an owner tag. Does it have? Okay. Oh. It doesn't have an owner UUID. Oh, it does have an owner UUID least right here, and owner UUID most. And these should be the data of the skeleton. So let's go ahead and grab the data of the skeleton just to double check. Where's his UUID? Those are modifiers. You can find his actual UUID right here. Yeah, UUID least, UUID most. Yeah, 4.7 and 5.6. 5.6, yep. And where's the owner? 4.7, yeah. So the UUID is correct on this guy, which is strange. What I don't get is why I can't modify that tag about... If I can I modify this tag? That's my main question. Yeah, so always active chain. It says that it modified the data of the arrow, even though we know it didn't. Well, here's what we can do. We can try doing this through custom commands. We can just enter this normally, like a normal person. Oop. Okay. Let's get a bow. So we're going to go ahead, data modify entity at e type equals arrow limit equals 1. Owner UID most set from entity at e type equals skeleton limit equals 1. Alright. I'm getting messaging on Discord. Alright, yeah, it's from someone. Alright, so let's see here. Now, if we can grab the data. Wait, what did I modify? I modified UUI. Oh. Okay. So now if I get the data UUID most. So this is UUID of the skeleton. Now let's see if. Oh, the arrow despawned. Great, that's annoying. So we actually have to do this kind of fast. That's okay. We can do this pretty fast. Alright, this is the data of the skeleton. I'm gonna get the data of the arrow. Just to see if we modified it. Just to see if we've modified it. Okay, we modified it then. Now this is really, really strange that we were able to modify it this time. My guess is because it already had the tag on it. Now I'm wondering if we can do this with a blank arrow. So I'm going to summon a blank arrow here in a second. Oh, I can actually pick it up. That's probably why it despawned. Alright, so I'm going to summon an arrow. Alright, cool. Now let's do the same command. The exact same command. Alright. Now we're going to get the entity data for the arrow. That's the key. Alright, so to recap. So far we're trying to modify the UUID data to see if it causes aggravation. Our main problem is that we can't just summon any ordinary arrow. It actually has to have an owner UUID already about it. Yeah, so watch this. This worked on the previous arrow, right? Doesn't have the tag. Let's try to summon an arrow with an owner UUID. This might crash the game. Because I probably will do this completely incorrectly. Alright, kill it, E-type equals 0. So I'm going to go ahead and summon this arrow, alright? Okay, it didn't crash the game. Good. Now we try the same commands again. Alright, if this works, then this is our saving grace. Alright. Okay. No. Let's just go ahead and get the data for the arrow then. See if it has any owner UUID properties. No. Alright, let me try to summon an arrow with a proper UUID then. So how many characters are in the UUID? Oh, this arrow doesn't even have a UUID. Oh, that's my problem. I didn't put it as the owner, I put it as... Alright, let's summon a... welcome, by the way. We're currently doing some interesting stuff with testing out the... So basically my goal right now is to make it so that way any individual entity can be mad at any other individual entity. The problem with that is that it's not stored in a data tag. So, because when you save the game and quit and you come back to the game, all aggravation is reset. So if the skeleton is angry at the zombie, it'll reset. Import says, the potato coming to my life is real. I got twins coming. Congrats. And also, good luck with that. Twins can be crazy. I had twin brothers growing up, so. But that's great. Congrats, man. Got some more kids on the way. Are they girls or boys? Because you already have two you wait. You have a girl and a boy, right? Or is it two girls? I can't remember. But anyway, so by the way, just to recap, the goal is basically make this skeleton mad at whatever I want him to be. Right now we're trying to modify arrows, and I'm having problems with that. All right, so first of all, I think I need a proper UUID here. Oh, it actually does store the UUID, so maybe it's not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and summon this. All right, cool. Now let's get the data. It has it. It has it. Okay. All right, perfect. So now we're going to try to modify the data of this arrow. Data modify entity. All right. Now cross our fingers. This is precious. We probably figured this out now. All right. Let's get back to here. So when we summon the arrow, we've just got to include a few tags. Girl, boy right now, soon to be 3 girls, 1 boy. Oh man, that's going to be painful for the boy. Oh man, the poor guy. All right, I'm going to make his UUID most and least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be good. Or his owner UUID. And then we're gonna grab those tags from skeleton. Basically what this is gonna do, ideally, is make any zombie mad at this skeleton that we want when we run this command. E-type equals arrow. So are they gonna be identical, or are they, what are they called, fraternal twins? That's what I'm wondering now. Where did that skeleton go? Did the skeleton die? I think the skeleton just died. That's a bummer. All right. So this is like seriously the moment of truth. If this works, this is going to be the coolest thing ever. Oh, wait. We still haven't figured out the problem. Arrows aren't actually damaging. Oh, it's summoning at my position. I need to summon at the zombies. At E type equals zombie. I don't think it actually damages them, which is another problem. So we'll figure that out next. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. I'm actually going to set up a command just to kill arrows as we're working on this. Quick. Well, actually, first, before we get too far, let's first see if the data for these arrows was modified. Yes, it worked. It worked. Okay, so we got it. We know how to modify the owner UUIDs of arrows now, which was a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be 2 commands. It is still like 2 commands, but we actually have to summon it with an owner UUID already. Oh yeah, import. You're gonna have 1 potato of ride for puberty. Identical twins. Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna be so difficult for you. But good luck, man. I mean, wait, doesn't the wife usually handle the girls? You usually handle the boys, right? I mean, that's what it worked like out in my family. My dad always talked to the boys about puberty, and there were 3 boys and 1 girl in our family. So that was difficult for him to deal with. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine all families do it differently. Right, so here's the problem. We don't know how to summon a stinking arrow that does damage to us. This should be so stinking simple. Why can't we summon an arrow that deals damage to us? All right. Game mode, survival. All right. So here's the arrow we're summoning. All right, so it has a very high velocity. What if I gave it just a tiny velocity in the other direction? No, so it's not velocity that's a problem. Damage, what if I made the damage higher? Oh. That's just so weird because I remember at one point being able to do this just fine. Import says, yes, but I'll have not just my wife monthly and cramping, but now four. Oh, yeah, you have to put up with that. Oh, that's going to be painful. And you're probably going to have to go to the store and buy stuff for everyone, which is fun too. I mean, I imagine you get used to it after a while, but now you have to do it for 4 people. Alright, so far we can't get the stinking arrow to hurt us. Why? So what's different? Okay. We need to figure out what's the difference between those arrows and this one. Alright? So let's go ahead and grab... Okay. So let's go ahead and grab the data for one of these arrows. Quick. Alright, and now let's get the data for this arrow here. Alright, what's the difference between them? Alright, so damage... Both of these should have a damage tag, so that's no big deal. Right? I just want to double check to see if it's the same damage tag. Damage, shake, vulnerable. Damage, shake, in ground. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, this is really cool, by the way. So, map making ideas for the future. Arrows actually say what block they're stuck in. So you don't have to have a button to know what block the arrow is stuck in. And you don't have to have a million commands. You just need like 2 commands to figure out what block the arrow is stuck in. So you could create a game. Oh, great. Did the arrow already... The arrows have already despawned. That's annoying. But you could create a game, for instance, where you have to hit the moving quartz blocks or something like that, and that would work out for you. Well, we can still see what tags are different here. So both of these should have a UUID. Both should have an owner UUID. Yeah, I mean, this owner technically doesn't exist. Maybe that's no, that's not our problem, because we summoned arrows with an owner that does exist for the zombies, which is strange. Oh, interesting. You can change the sound event? I didn't know you could change the sound event of arrows. Wait, you can change this. Wait. Now I'm curious. I mean, all right, I'm going to be real with you guys here. A lot of this episode's going to be toying around with different things. We're learning stuff we didn't even know existed. Let's see here. Entity dot, let's see here. Wither dot spawn. Oh, that's enchant. Entity dot wither dot spawn. All right. Okay. So apparently, do the sound event. So what I want to do, data merge entity at e type equals 0. If this actually works, I'll be really impressed. All right, next we need the target, we need the NBT data. In block state, oh, sorry, sound event. Sound event. So, wait. So can I make it so that arrows make a wither sound when they hit stuff? When I hit like an entity with it? Let's check. I need arrows. Let's get arrows. Obviously it's only going to do like 1 arrow at a time, so we have to make sure we hit all these shots. Oh, that's not the right command block either. This needs to be an always act. Sorry, needs redstone. Repeat command block. I can't believe it. No way. Oh, well, we shot an arrow. We missed an arrow, but... Oh, wait, is it only if it hits a block? What if it hits an entity? It doesn't make a sound when it hits an entity. That's interesting. This is so cool, though. So I didn't know that you could... There's such a thing as sound events. Do they have that with, like, firework rockets? I'm not going to worry about it right now. That's really cool, though. I didn't know that was the thing. All right. So back to the goal of the episode. We need to summon an arrow that can actually hurt you. So when you're looking at the data here, and I'm not seeing any data that's different. Fire -1s shouldn't matter. This one has fire 0s, which is kind of strange. It's supposed to be -1, technically. Maybe that's the issue. I highly doubt that's the issue, though. It's just such a weird issue to have. Alright, let's game mode survival. I'm willing to bet that... Well, here's the possibility. We summon an arrow with the exact same NBT data as an arrow we shoot. And if it doesn't hit us, then we know something wacky is going on. Oh, that's a life. I need fire. Fire, -1s. Owner. Okay. What's your data? Okay. Alright. This arrow can hit us. The one that we're looking at right now. This one can hit us. The other one can't. Now they both have fire -1s. They both have a position, an owner, a crit. Oh, this is interesting. This one has a pierce level. That might be a new thing. Pierce level and shot from crossbow. Does this thing have a pierce level? Yeah, it does have a pierce level. Never mind then. Rotation. I'm just so baffled by this that you can't just summon an arrow in midair and have it hit you. Dimension 0, air 0. I mean, I don't see why that would matter, but... Is it here? Dimension 0, yeah. I don't know what the differences are. Oh, air is 300s on this one. Which is a little bit strange. I believe it's different on the... This is the first arrow, and this is the second one. This is the one that we actually shot. This is the one that can hit us, and this is the one that can't. Now, I'm also wondering if it has anything... Yeah, so air is 0s. So what if we change that? there. 100S. No, it still can't hit us. That's so strange. Let's go ahead and get the data for that arrow. Get the data for that arrow. I mean, I'm sorry if this is boring right now. I'm trying to figure this is such a strange problem. This is a problem that I've never experienced before. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a sneaking command block summon an arrow. Oh, come on. And the arrow is gonna shoot this way. All right, just like a dispenser would. You know, it's no big deal. All right. So we're gonna just remove we're just gonna remove all tags. Just all tags, right? It's gonna summon it 1 up. And it's gonna have a large X motion. I'm also gonna add a lot more damage to it, 10 damage. Maybe it doesn't need a tag or something. Yeah, okay, game mode, survival. Now it hits me. What was the difference? Can you just not have, like... Wait a second. What if I put 10 right here? Is that the issue? No, that's not the issue. The issue wasn't that we had 10. The issue that wasn't that there were tags, even. The issue isn't the damage, either. Maybe it's the summoner of the arrow. That could be the problem. That could be our problem. All right, we're going to summon it up here. I'm going to stand right here. I think the issue is vertical velocity. I think that the game isn't properly registering vertical velocity for some reason or another. That is so weird. What if we just put it to 0? It can still hit us, right? That's the strangest thing I've ever seen. Okay, but that explains what our problem is here. All right, so instead of summoning... Yeah, so we're going to execute the zombie. We're going to summon... So here's one problem, is that... Okay, well, actually, here we go. So we're going to summon the arrow 1 block in the negative X direction. -1. All right, but we're going to give it a velocity of, like, 10. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and kill all the arrows. So let's try this finally. See if this works. If this works, I'll be so happy. Oh. What's the damage on this? 3? I don't know how damage works exactly, so. All right, cool. But we know... Oh. Check it out! Check it out! Check it out! Oh, they're all going for the skeleton! Oh, they're all going for the skeleton! Oh, that's so perfect! Oh, that's so perfect! Oh, I'm so happy! Okay. Now, before I get too happy, can we do it the other way around? So here's my next question. Can we grab the UUID of a zombie and make a zombie mad at a skeleton mad at a zombie based off an arrow that the zombie threw? That's our next question. Okay. All right, if that works, then there's probably no limits to this, which is what I want. I want it to be able to... I want to have, like, mob wars. All right? Okay, I'm really hyped in case you can't tell, by the way. And you know what you could do? You could use teams with this, couldn't you? You could use teams, and you could say, get mad at the person from the other team, and you could have like a strategy, like with the least health or something like that, and you could obviously determine that through a scoreboard, no problem. That's cool. So dude, you know what you could do with this? You could make tower defense games straight up, because you could have all sorts of ranged mobs, all who are attacking a particular target. Dude, I'm so happy. Okay, this is gonna be okay. If anyone's watched this far, all right. We need to stop getting ahead of ourselves, and we need to first reverse the roles here. All right, we're gonna go according to skeleton. All right, so we can have a bunch of skeletons right here and a zombie. All right, now let's try. Oh, I'm like a kid on Christmas. This is so cool. Oh boy. Okay, we need to know the limits of this. We need to know the limits of this, guys. I need to figure out what entities we can and can't do this with. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to summon mobs with the test tag, and we're going to summon an arrow relative to everyone that's not test. Execute at E. Tag is not test. All right, and then we're going to just do tag equals test. All right, so now any mob that we do... Okay, I'm going to make a video on this, straight up. This is too good. This is like the coolest thing I've ever discovered. Not the cool. This is one of the coolest things I've ever discovered in Minecraft. Straight up. Okay, here we go. All right, so if I can summon... we're going to summon just a zombie with the tags test. All right, simple enough. Simple, easy. Okay, cool. All right, so now we get a skeleton and a zombie. Oh, does this guy not have tag test? Oh, it also... Okay. Test 1. Something's wrong here. These guys mad at me, and I don't think so. All right, we're actually going to go through and kill every entity here, by the way. All right. So first of all, it's going to execute at everyone who doesn't have the tag test. Then it's going to grab the UUID data from test. All right. So as long as we can summon a zombie with tag test, this should work, right? There we go. Yeah. The problem was that I summoned it with like the UUID of an arrow or something like that. It's a problem. Because all the arrows had a tag of test. Okay, cool. So now we can see the limits of this. All right, so first of all, we're going to summon an invincible, this nearly invincible skeleton with the tag test. All right, and the reason for this is actually... All right, diamond helmet. And I'm going to put some modifiers on this, including armor. Where is it? Armor 20. Okay, good. All right, neat. Okay, good. I can actually summon him. Oh, he doesn't have a bow. He'll hold a bow. second here. Minecraft bow. Okay, good. Oh, it's too long now. All right, whatever. We can use a command block. That's fine. All right. This is so cool, by the way. This is so stinking cool. All right. So now I got our test skeleton. All right, this guy's our test. Now these guys should all be mad at him. This is so stinking awesome. I can't even explain to you guys how cool this is. All right, now we're going to see the limits of this right now. We're going to see what mobs can and can't get mad at each other. I think it's every single hostile mob. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get a zombie pigman. We're going to go ahead and get a... Okay, we don't need zombie villagers. All right, zombie pigman's our next one. I think we should be fine on that in that regard. Cool. Let's go. Yep, he's mad now. Wait, can you get zombie pigman mad at zombie pigman? Second here. Summon zombie pigman. Okay, cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to summon a zombie pigman. Now, the reason I want to do this is because zombie pigmen are weird species. I don't know if they can be mad at each other or not. Oh, they can! Okay, guys. My excitement just times 10. I don't think there's a limit. I don't think there's a limit. I don't think there's a limit. This is so cool. Yeah, get mad at that skeleton. Get mad at that skeleton. All right, next step, we're going to try... All right, we're going to go through every single... Okay, so... I want to keep a few of the items in my inventory, so I'm going to go ahead and put those right in here. Just clear. Okay, cool. We're going to go through and grab every single spawn egg that we know of. All right, so we're going to spawn a blaze. Let's see here. Let's just go in one by one. So I'm pretty sure it'll work on cave spiders and spiders. Let's just grab them all. So creeper, drowned. I don't think it'll work on... I think endermen are an exception because they'll just fly away. Ghast, guardian. All right, so... Oh, man, we gotta... Spawn... Husk. Magma cube. I'm really curious if you could get mad at a magma cube. Phantom. That'd be interesting. Pillager. Pufferfish. What's this? Ravager? I don't even know what a Ravager is. Oh, this is one of those big things. I don't really want to test that. Now, Shulker would be really interesting. Slimes. That'd be kind of interesting. Spider. Interesting. Stray. I'm willing to bet. Stray. Wither skeleton, yeah, that's for sure. Vindicator, oh, that's gonna be OP. Zombie pigman. Zombie pigman was really the one that I was curious about. I'm so hyped about this, by the way. I'm so stinking hyped. Guys, you have no idea how many possible... You know, the problem is that I just don't have time to make maps right now. Even if I was paid, I wouldn't be able to. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to test out Stray. Witch Vindicator. Okay, cool. They're all going after him. They love it. They're all going after him. They're all mad. Oh, it's so perfect. That's so perfect. Okay, good. We know. All right. Up next, we got... All right. If a magma cube can get mad at them, then anything can. All right. Oh. I think we need a large magma cube. There we go. Alright, I don't think it worked. Okay, one second here. Oh, I forget. You need to kill them several times if there's magma cubes. There we go. Perfect. Alright, skeleton. Oh, I don't think it's actually hitting the magma cube. That's strange. Whatever. We don't need the magma cube. I'm pretty sure that you can have magma cubes get mad at them, but for the sake of testing, let's just ignore it. Let's also, the damage is 1, so it's on pretty low. I'm pretty sure you can change the damage. Actually, let's just test that right now. 0.1 damage. Right. Yeah, okay. So he's mad. Okay, good. So we can have lower damage. Actually, before we throw out the magma cube, let's test it on some smaller magma cubes. This is so cool. It doesn't look like he cares. Yeah, I don't think he cares. He doesn't care. Magma cubes don't have grudges. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I was kind of I haven't noticed like slimes get mad, so I guess it makes sense that. All right, pillager, phantom. The phantom's trying to attack him. Wait, why is the game lagging so hard? All right, cool. So that's weird that the game's lagging so much right now. My memory is okay-ish. All right, I'm gonna save and quit real quick here. See if that fixes it. Why is the game lagging? Oh, you know what? That's what I feared. Okay. Oh, nuts. All right, 1 second here. So what happened is I have an armor stand in the world, and so it's spawning arrows on arrows on arrows. So let's kill at E type equals arrow. This should fix it. So there were 1,000 arrows in the world just sitting there. Okay, we gotta remember to kill all the arrows every once in a while. All right, let me actually grab the kill arrow command. I'm gonna link that up over here. We can't have that happening. We can't have that happening. Okay, that was pretty funny. Because we're like, yeah, we're doing some extremes right now for testing purposes. Right, can the phantom go after the skeleton? Also need to disable the glowing. All right, we gotta test with more phantoms. All right, let's go. All right, now all the phantoms should be mad at the skeleton. I don't think they can be, actually, which is kind of strange. I mean, I don't even know how phantoms work, to be honest with you, so it's not that bad. Oh, they're sort of going in this direction. Seems like they're kind of fascinated with the skeleton. They're not attacking it or straight out. Okay. Fair enough. Alright. That made sense, though. That was so funny how we had over 1,000 arrows on the map. That's kind of crazy. Alright, Shulker. Shulker, okay, so slime, I'm 90% certain it's not going to do anything. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let me set some limits here, by the way. Distance equals up to 50. Alright, cool. Oh, actually, I'm also going to set another limit here. Type equals exclamation arrow. Type equals exclamation arrow. Type equals exclamation player. Okay, so this way we should... Yeah, so now we shouldn't have to go back over there over and over again. Alright, cool. So slimes don't work. That's fine. Shulker. Hello, Shulker. It works on shulkers! That is the most crazy thing! Wait, imagine having like a shulker on your mob battles team. That would be so OP. That would actually be kind of neat. Okay, guys, we got to make a map involving this. This is the coolest thing I've ever found in Minecraft. I'm going to make a video on this, and it's going to go viral. Everyone's going to see it because this is the coolest thing. Holy smokes, I didn't know this was possible. We need to make like a data pack or something for this. I got to make like my first data pack. You know, man's first data pack. All right, we're going to try it on cave spiders and spiders now. All right, we are having some problems with it, but that's okay. Actually, what I'm going to do here with this command, I want to see if I can... Oh, sorry, this command. I want to see if I can have the arrow spawn right inside of them and modify the data. If this actually works, that'll be nice. I don't think it will, though. Oops. Oh, it actually did work. Okay. It just must be some technicalities. The velocity of the mob must be like low or something like that, I guess. I don't think the armor on the skeleton's working properly. That's okay. Alright, so it works on the different types of spiders. That's nice. Go after them. That's neat. That is neat. Dude, we could totally create mob battles using this. This is so cool. I'm just curious about how you would go about this. So, like, could you make one individual mob mad at another individual mob? Or, you know, you could do that. You could use some complex command stuff to be like, okay, so this guy's an enemy with this guy. These guys are fighting it out right now. Then once that one's dead, then you're going to go have another one fight it out. So you could have it to where, like, they're maddest at the closest guy, and then when they get unmad, they get mad at the next closest person. You could also have it just be everyone's mad at one person. Have them coordinate like a team. But that's really interesting. Okay, anyway, so blazes work. Creepers, we know it's like 90% certain that this works. There he is. Go get him, boy. Yep, he blew him up. All right, cool. Creepers work. I was fairly certain about that. Drowns. Vokers are actually going to be kind of interesting. Let's go. One second here. I'm going to summon the arrow just slightly to one side. All right, and maybe up a little bit. Maybe I need to give it less velocity. Oops. One second here. I'm trying to get this thing to work properly. Why isn't it hitting him? Hello? Alright, summon it one block higher then. Alright, I'm sick and tired of this. We're gonna go -1, up one block. There we go, that should work. Hello, there's a skeleton right there. See the skeleton? He hit you! Go attack him! I don't think it's working on him, that's strange. That is really strange that doesn't work on drowns. I'm very surprised, honestly. Alright, let's go ahead and try Evoker. Oh, yep, he's Evokers are so strange. I ended up fighting one in what was it called? A mob arena map recently. They are so overpowered. I could not stand them. Especially these little guys flying around because you have delay on the sword hits, so it's just impossible. Imagine having one of these guys on your mob team, though. That'd be kind of OP. Hello, do you not see the skeleton? Go attack the skeleton. He hit you! I think you need to have it constantly refresh every once in a while, which is a problem. Alright, anyways. We also need to make it so that way all mobs are in line of sight if you ever have them fight, so you might want to give them extra view range. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and kill everything. I know I said I didn't want this too much, but it does make our life easier. Alright, so Evokers work, sort of. Do Elder Guardians work? That's my next question. If these guys work, that's neat. I don't think they do. Yeah, it looks like they don't work. Shulkers work, but Guardians don't. It's weird. I mean, okay. It's not that bad, but... Alright, this is the true test. I don't think it's actually hitting the gas right now. Alright, gonna have summon a skeleton. Yeah, I think I need to put the arrow up higher because gas have a weird hitbox. Gas are huge, by the way. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to work within their hitbox, but there we go. So they got hit, but they're not mad. That's interesting. I'm very surprised about that. What if it was the other way around? Here's what I'm wondering, though. So what if we had a bunch of normal skeletons? Just like so. And we summon a ghast with that tag of test. Tags test. Right. Summon ghast. Right. They're not mad at the ghast. That's interesting. I love the new Minecraft sound for achievements, by the way. Alright, let's see here. What if... Guardian. Let's summon a... Guardian. Okay, that's interesting. They'll go after the Guardian. The Guardian just won't go after them. Okay. Interesting. That's so. I just keep getting more and more fascinated by the dynamics of this. Like the ability to make a mob hostile towards another mob is something that we haven't ever really discovered. So I'm really interested in working with this more. Maybe even making a map surrounding this concept. So we have 2 map ideas. Let me know in the comments below which one you think is best. Oh, I don't even have the chat up, by the way. I just realized. Do I? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. So first idea, it involves concepts involving this. Basically, you have a mob or a mob team that you upgrade, and you pit mobs against each other in a mob arena. Fun concept. Idea number 2 is Basically, it's a mob arena with 100 levels, but it's got a few interesting additions. First of all, there's a prestige system. So whenever you reach a really high stage, you're going to die eventually, probably like around stage 10. You die, you prestige, and then you get some permanent upgrades, like you can permanently increase your damage and stuff like that. And the nice thing about that is that I'm going to add in a system so where you can advance waves really, really quickly, because obviously the earlier waves are going to be absurdly easy, because by the end of the game you'll probably have like 10 times more damage at least. So that's the other idea. Both of them I want to make. Both of them would be really, really fun, I think. I think the Mob Arena one is... I need to figure out a better way of doing it. But we know how to do it, which is the crazy thing. We know how to make any mob in Minecraft mad at any other mob. So that's neat. Alright, well, I'm going to end the episode here, or the stream here, because we accomplished the goal, which was make any particular skeleton mad at any other particular skeleton. We might even make like a function for this later on. I don't know. A data pack. I don't know. I'm going to make a video later on. Either way, this is cool. All right. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, don't forget to contribute, and as always, make the most